Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Holiday Zay with Let's Talk Ship. Today's topic is Virgin Voyages and their new program that they are releasing soon called VoyageFair Choices. So with that, let's talk ship. So Virgin Voyages is releasing a new way to pay to make it more flexible for their sailors. Now, a lot of people aren't happy about it. A lot of people are saying, with the changes, you should have just left it alone. But, change is good, change is bad, whatever. All we can do is adapt. So I have here the list of changes that they are going to add. You're going to have your base option, your essential, and your premium. And I'm going to go through each of those options. That way that you guys know what you're getting yourself into and the options that you have and what's listed in those options as well. We're going to start off with base. When it comes to Wi-Fi and connectivity with your base, you have your messaging, your social media, and your browsing, one device per sailor. When it comes to your pre-book dining, you have the ability to book 15 days prior to your sailing. Now, there isn't much time. You're getting the leftovers from other people who had the opportunity to book earlier. But don't get me wrong, you will have the opportunity to get something. It may not be what you want, but you get something. When it comes to flexibility, cabin assignment with base, you're limited. Assigned at booking, subject to change up to 7 days before sailing. With this, you get no date changes, no name changes, no cabin changes, and no refunds. So I believe this option is what they would call like very close to the lock it in rate, which is like the cheapest option available with a lot of restrictions, So I would assume, and I have not sailed Virgin yet. I will be on Virgin for the first time next year for an Alaskan cruise on Brilliant Lady. With these limited options, I would say that this is for a person who knows for a fact that they're going to be on this itinerary. They have no reason to cancel, and they just want to get their feet wet with paying the cheapest price possible to experience Virgin Voyages for the first time. And if they have an amazing experience, they will up their package the next time they go around to get more of an elevated experience. So moving on to option number 2, which is the essential. When it comes to Wi-Fi and connectivity, messaging, social media, up to 2 times faster browsing, Wi-Fi audio calling, and this is limited to 1 sailor per device. Pre-booking your dining, up to 45 days with this package. Your cabin is assigned at booking. Date changes are allowed. Only sailors 2 through 4 can change names, and cabin changes are allowed. Also, you can cancel and you are eligible for future voyage credit with this package. So to elaborate on the name changes, if you, let's say, you and 3 other adults in the room, you can go, but the 3 others have to cancel or whatever, you can change those names out for someone else to go. That is completely allowed. It is known for, different cruise lines to have that as well, but it would come at an additional charge for those names to change. So the next option, which is premium, and in my opinion, looking over it, seems like the best option, but that's just my opinion. With this one, you get messaging, social media, up to 5 times faster browsing, Wi-Fi audio and video calling, entertainment streaming, and up to 2 devices per sailor. Now, it doesn't tell me if the Wi-Fi is unlimited with this package. That's something that I would have to dig in deeper to find out for myself. Like I said, it doesn't have it listed. When it comes to pre-booking your dining, you get up to 60 days with that option compared to the 2 packages underneath it. Your cabin is assigned at booking. Date changes are allowed. All sailors can change names. Cabin changes are allowed, and you are also eligible for future voyage credit if you have to cancel your sailing. Now, with this option, with everyone being allowed to change the name, selling your room to someone else, I'm pretty sure that you would have to get a hold of Virgin Voyages to let them know what's going on, and then, you know, they would take care of it, let you know and the other person know what they need to provide, what they need to do in order for that to take place. But that absolutely is allowed to happen. Also with that, priority support, you get priority service, like your dedicated pre-voyage support. And also with the premium, you get $15 per sailing for your bar tab. So I'm not a big drinker. I'm not a drinker at all. You know, I'm more so indulge in water. But to have, you know, $15 per night, let's say on a 4-night, 5-night, 6-night, or a 7-night sailing to go towards a non-alcoholic beverage for myself, I find that beneficial and a plus when it comes to choices. Would I want to do base? No, not really. Would I want to do essential? Possibly, if I'm not looking for much. But when it comes to premium, you get faster internet. You have the advantage of booking your dining further out than your base and your essential. And on top of that, if I'm looking to try out, you know, non-alcoholic beverages, I have the privilege of having that $15 credit on my account to put towards a non-alcoholic beverage. So I find value in that. That's just me. When it comes to the two big dogs here, which are Rockstar quarters and Mega Rockstar quarters, I don't even really mess around in that territory because it's like that's not average. It's really not average. But I'm going to read off the things that they have provided here for those options as well. Excuse me. Wi-Fi connectivity for the Rockstar quarters. Messaging, social media, up to 2 times faster browsing, Wi-Fi audio calling, 1 device per sailor. Now, what I personally have to say about that is Rockstar staterooms are not cheap at all. The fact that you drop back down to 1 device per sailor, I don't really agree with that. And if there is a limit as far as 120 minutes for Wi-Fi until you have to upgrade, in my opinion, I think that's bogus. The fact that they paid that much money for Rockstar and they don't get unlimited Wi-Fi is crazy to me. Now, when it comes to pre-booking your dining, you don't get 60 days. You get double that. You get 120 days to pre-book your dining. That's plenty of time to book your dining and prep for what you want to experience on your sailing. When it comes to flexibility, your cabin is assigned at your booking. Date changes are allowed. All sailors can change their names. Cabin changes are allowed and eligible for future voyage credit if you have to cancel. Also with that, you get VIP priority service and a Rockstar agent team to help you out whenever you need. Also, you get curated in-room bar, first round on us. So what that means is once you access your stateroom cabin, inside of your fridge will be but various beverages inside. Now, I'm not exactly sure, but I think that you can request certain brands or certain beverages in your fridge prior to getting there. But again, once you deplete everything in there, everything after that does come with an upcharge. Also with that, you have access to Richard's Rooftop, priority boarding, and complimentary room delivery. You get some nice perks with Rockstar. Moving over to the Mega Rockstar, you get messaging, social media, up to 5 times faster browsing, Wi-Fi audio and video calling, entertainment streaming, VPN, meeting conferencing platforms, and up to 2 devices per sailor. When it comes to pre-booking your dining, same, 120 days prior to book your dining, assigned at booking your cabin. Date changes are allowed. All sailors can change their names. Cabin changes are allowed. Eligible for future voyage credit. You can cancel, not a problem. With this one, you get red glove service, dedicated Mega Rockstar agent, and you get bottomless in-room bar, daily bar tab, meaning it's unlimited. Okay, so if you are a heavy drinker, this would be the option for you. But I have to say, the Mega Rockstar, the pricing is up there. But if your pockets are deep enough to afford it, I would say splurge and get that experience. From what I've seen on social media, you won't regret it. Also with that, you have access to Richard's Rooftop, priority boarding, and complimentary room delivery. So that is pretty much every option that you have, from base, essential, premium, rockstar, and mega rockstar, with this new change coming October the 7th. One big thing that a lot of people weren't, I won't say a lot of people, but there are a percentage of people who couldn't understand why this was even brought out from Virgin Voyages, and that's the gratuities. Virgin Voyages is known for everything being included, and what's going to happen is they're separating the gratuities, so you're going to pretty much see what all you're paying for. So the understanding that I got from it, it's not even really going to change anything. But with this now, with the flexibility, you have the option to either prepay your gratuities or take it off, okay? So if you prepay it, it's $20 per day. And how that's gonna show up on your bill is you're gonna have your cruise fare and your gratuity of what you're paying for. It's gonna be separate, but it's gonna be together, if that makes sense. If you choose to add your gratuity while on board, instead of it being $20 pre-voyage booking, it's gonna be $22 if you decide to add it after you've already boarded. So, just a $2 difference, but now you do have the option to take it off. Some people have the concern of, am I going to be treated differently if I do not add my gratuity pre-voyage or at all? And Virgin Voyages has reassured people that if you choose not to have gratuity, that your experience as far as being treated will not be affected at all. Some people beg to differ, but this is, what Virgin Voyages has said. However, I have been on different cruise lines and have heard stories from people who have not, or who did not prepay their gratuities or at all, say that they didn't, experience any bad experience from the staff. So I would like to think that that's going to be the same thing for Virgin Voyages. Many travel agents will say, yes, prepay your gratuities, pay your gratuities, it's only right. But you can't force a person to put out gratuities. It's their personal preference, it's their experience, it's what they want to do for their sailing. So that was one of the things that was most talked about, is, giving the people the option to tag on their gratuities and take it off. So me personally, I don't see it being a big deal. But hey, that's just me and how I see it. So how do I feel about these changes happening? Although I have not sailed on Virgin Voyages yet, I don't really have much input because, like I said, I haven't been on Virgin Voyages yet. Listening to many other people, what their opinions, I can see and hear the frustration. However, as being a newbie who has not yet sailed on Virgin Voyages, having the options, I think they're a plus. I think they're a plus, and that's just my opinion. And I'm looking forward to see, if they do make some tweaks to it or not. What I do know about Virgin Voyages is they are very good at listening to their community, and that's a plus. If a lot of people are saying, hey, we need this, we need that, we need this change, we need that change, and it's not happening, that can kind of steer people away. But with Virgin Voyages, I've heard a lot of great feedback when it comes to them listening to the community and making additions and or taking things away that people either do want or what they don't want. So I can say I'm not pleased, because I don't know why I would be being pleased, but I don't have a problem with it. So I'm looking forward to my first sailing next year on Brilliant Lady to Alaska, and I hope this information helped out anyone who is sailing Virgin Voyages for the first time like myself. So if you have any questions, or if I did give out some information that was kind of off or whatever, feel free to correct me. I have no problem with that down in the comment section below. If anyone does have any questions when it comes to the changes or Virgin Voyages in general, don't hesitate to leave it down in the comment section, and I will do my best to answer your question. So again, I appreciate you for watching this video. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I look forward to you coming back for the next video. Stay safe and happy cruising. Peace.